Hello and welcome to your weekly Excel tutorial with Dave. Today we're going to talk about pivot tables and using slicers. So as you can see here, we have our pivot table, and what we have is we have a sum of the total column, which is a total number of sales, and then the count total is the total number of sales that they made in each of these references. So you have 4 sales for a total of $4,000 for Andrew. So let's get started. Here we have our pivot table already created. We've already worked out what we want to see in the pivot table, but now let's talk about making ranges within that. So if you want to do a little more analysis, a little deeper analysis of each of these different variables, you can go in here into this options tab that the pivot table tool brings up. So you have to have pivot table actually selected in order to have this. And you click insert slicer. So when you insert slicer, you're allowed to choose whatever category that you want. In this case, we're actually going to talk about the different totals. So the different totals here, you have this new section here called total, which is your slicer. So what this does is you can select different items here. So this happens to be a total amount. So we have 2 people that made sales. They made 1 sale each of $1,000. So here we have the 932.5, but what you can also do with this is select a range. So if I hold shift, it selects everything in between, and now what we have in our pivot table happens to be any sale that was under $1,000. Any sale that was under $1,000 was done by Susan, Jerry, or Andrew. Andrew made 2 sales under $1,000, Jerry made 1 sale under $1,000, and Susan made 4. So you can actually include multiple slicers for any given pivot table, and so I can also include date. It'll give me all of the dates that are inclusive in the original data for the pivot table. I find this particularly helpful for making pivot tables for somebody that does not necessarily understand how to use them. So that way they've got this kind of point-and-click interface to which they can actually analyze the data themselves. So again, we have 2 different dates. Let's say on the 19th, we want to look at all of the different values that were included above $1,500. So any sale that was over $1,500 on just the 19th. You'll notice that the total actually hides or makes inactive these different values that are not included on the 19th. They would only be included on the 20th. So while they are still selected, you're only seeing here the 2 values that are above $1,500 for the total on the 19th of March 2014. So we have Andrew and we have Susan. Both of them made 1 sale over $1,500 on just the 19th. We can also include the 20th, and we actually get 4, so each salesperson in this case made 1 sale over $1,500. If you found this video helpful, if you like this video, please subscribe. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments or send me a message, and I'll get back to you. Thank you.